So it all comes down to this then, the final episode of the Aston Villa save, the Champions League final against PSG. We are in Spain, we're playing at the Nou Camp. PSG looking to be back-to-back winners of the Champions League. We, however, have the joint top scorer in the competition in Sanket. Mbappe also has 9 goals as well to his name, but I think there is a chance that this could take place. We could win the Champions League in the final game. This is how we got there as well. So in the league phase, we obviously had the new weird fancy league phase. So we beat Porto 6-5. A ridiculous way to kick off our Champions League run. A win against Genk, Dinamo 4-0. Girassi with a hat-trick. Against Inter Milan, Sanket scoring a hat-trick in this one. Beating them 3-1. Beating Slavia Prague. A 1-1 draw with Monaco was our first drop points. We then got back to winning ways with Benfica. And then a 2-2 draw against Manchester City. And then we almost fell at the round of 16 because we lost against Borussia Mönchengladbach, but we managed to win the second leg 3-1 thanks to Gyökeres, Milenkovic-Savic and Girassi. Man City once again this time in the quarterfinals, and we get through just about after the second leg thanks to 2 late goals in extra time from Kramaski and Gyökeres. And then Liverpool, similar situation, a 1-1 draw and then a 1-0 win thanks to Moussa Diaby, putting us in the final against PSG. And I think we've got a chance to win this. I really do. And I kind of hope we don't lose and balls this up. The starting lineup then for the final is going to be Perry in goal, Connor Goldson, Konsa, Doyle and Ait-Nouri, Douglas Luiz, Milenkovic-Savic and Sanket in midfield, Diaby, Son and Gyökeres leading the lines. Connor Goldson is going to be playing in a Champions League final and I'm pretty sure he's going to be the captain as well. Although it might be Douglas Luiz. Nope, it's Connor Goldson. Connor Goldson is the captain of potential Champions League winning Aston Villa. There you can see the PSG starting 11. It's good, isn't it? It's certainly good at football. Obviously, they are missing some... I mean, Neymar, I guess he's getting on a bit now. He sat in the reserves. So, I mean, wait, hold on. He sat in the reserves for... Oh, whoa, I probably should do a team talk, shouldn't I? So did Neymar go back to PSG in this save? Or was he... I can't remember. He must have been playing in Saudi at the start of the save and he's gone back to PSG. Right, the first 15 minutes or so is going to kind of tell you how this match is going to run. And so far, no highlights, although Dembele has the ball after 9 minutes for PSG down the line, cuts inside, tries to get some space for himself. Ait-Nouri's given him a kick and it's a penalty. I was about to say, we've looked good in terms of possession, so just based on match stats alone, we've had like 60% possession, and then this happens, and immediately there's a penalty in the final. Lucas Perry... Please, Lucas Perry, do us a favour. Save this. Make a hero of yourself. It is shoulder up, stepping up to take it. Blast it past Perry. PSG take the lead. And that could be what is the end of a very disappointing Champions League final. If we lose this 1-0 because of a penalty, I'm going to be fuming. I'm going to be absolutely fuming. Straight after the goal, we've got another highlight. We've managed to find Konsa somehow. Connor Goldson on the right-hand side. Captain Connor. Diaby goes down the wing. He's got 4 in the box. A couple more possibly joining as well. He's decided to just lose the ball to Mendes. He's nicked it back though. Gyökeres is there. And Gyökeres has put the ball in the back of the net. It is 1-1. It took us 2 minutes, under 2 minutes to get back on level terms. That's filled me with a little bit more hope. That penalty might have been just a complete fluke, completely against the run of play. And that Villa goal is the kind of the way this match is going to go. Been very little happening though. 3 shots for us, 1 shot for PSG, which is obviously from the penalty spot. Son Heung-min's ready for bed. He's not very good, guys. He was a waste of £30 million. There's so little going on. We're going to go in at half-time, and it's going to be a 1-1 draw. We've got 2 minutes of injury time that have just disappeared completely. 1-1 at half-time in the Champions League final. We're doing well. We've dominated possession. We're actually doing quite well when it comes to strikers, like attacking players. So Diaby's playing well. Gyökeres is playing well. Even Son's playing well. We're not going to do any changes yet. We're going to see what comes of the first 15 minutes of the second half, which is nothing, apparently. Oh, no, wait, maybe something's happening. Milenkovic-Savic to Diaby. He goes for a run to Douglas Luiz. Ball forward. Milenkovic-Savic to Sanket. Doesn't quite get there, but Ezri Konsa is alive enough. Son's got an injury. He's passed the ball through to Gyökeres, though. Donnarumma makes the save. We need to be bringing Son off sooner rather than later. I'm going to see what comes from this corner, though. It is Diaby to take the corner. Plenty of white shirts in the middle. It's not a good corner, though. Milenkovic-Savic finds Son. Go for goal, mate. Go for goal. He does go for goal. Vitinha gets in the way, and that's probably going to end the highlight. Konsa maybe is keeping it alive. Ramos, it's fallen for nobody. Now Dembele on the right-hand side for PSG. Just end the highlight. What's going on? I'm almost certain nothing's coming from this. There you go. Right, let's do this change. Let's bring off Son. He wants to stay on, but injury is affecting him. We can do Ramsey. That's fine. Who's Andrew Hunt? Andrew Hunt's on the subs bench. Why are you on the subs bench in the Champions League final? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You're not going to be coming on. We can do only 3 stoppages, so I'm tempted to do another sub now. Although, let's not bother. And we can do 2 more stoppages with 2 subs in each. Aït-Nouri is struggling. Milenkovic-Savic is struggling as well. But looking at the PSG players, they're also all struggling. Bar Dembele and Shelderup, really. We're having so many more chances. 11 shots, 5 on target. No highlights to speak of, though. Almost in the final 10 minutes. Kimpembe with the free kick inside the Villa half. Sanchez plays it on the ground to Shelderup. Can he get a second of the game? I hope he doesn't. He almost manages to do it. Lucas Perry with a good save. Dembele's gone over to take it from the left-hand side. Where is it going to go? Towards the front post. Sanket clears it. He's not done particularly well, nor is Milenkovic-Savic. None of our midfields are playing well at all. Dembele loses out to Goldson, but nicks it straight back off him. Goldson, what a slide tackle that is from Connor Goldson. Sanchez to Shelderup. We need to stop this attack. Good. It just ends. We've got 10 minutes. We're going to do another couple of changes. Fitness-related and performance-related, I guess. Luka Dean, Kamara and Kramaski coming on for Savic, Aït-Nouri and Douglas Luiz. Not necessarily in that order. We can do one more stop if we want to do it, but I don't want to do it just yet. I'm going to hold on to that one for a bit of time wasting. Cross comes... We've won a corner. We've won a corner from nothing, apparently. I don't know if we're going to even see the corner. We're not. We've done our subs. We are going to see the corner. Luke Dean steps up to take it. Connor Goldson's there. Oh my word, I thought Connor Goldson was going to score. I think it was actually Callum Doyle with a headed effort, but still, the fact that Connor Goldson was there got me all a bit excited. 4 minutes of injury time, 1-1 potentially at the 90 minutes. We've gone into extra time. We're in extra time in the Champions League final. What do we say? Keep going. You're doing well. You're doing the business. Do we do a change? Who's playing badly? Connor Goldson's struggling. Connor Bateman's coming on. The youngster. Can we do it? We can do another sub. We can do another sub if we want. I think we hold on. I'm looking at Gyökeres for, where is he? Jurassi, but we're going to hold on for now. I feel like this is going to go to penalties, you know? And if it goes to penalties, maybe we have a rethink about our subs. Luka Dean, I think, hits the bar? He did hit the bar and it went over. PSG have done a whole load of changes. Sola is on. So is, it looks like, Neymar. Fabian's come on. So is Skriniar. Skriniar must be getting on a bit. He's only 31. Okay, fair enough. I mean, their players are so much better than ours. We're going to go straight into the second half, but we have one more stoppage that we can do if we want to do it, and I think we're going to do it now. Now, you might be questioning why I'm doing this. Right, we are bringing on Jurassi for Moussa Diaby. Diaby is very, very tired. Jurassi has 16 penalty taken, so does Gyökeres, so I don't want to basically take off Gyökeres for Jurassi. We're going for penalties. I mean, we're not going for penalties. We still obviously would love to win this game in normal time or extra time, but we're planning for penalties if it's going to happen. And it looks like it might happen. We've got Neymar with the ball inside his own penalty area. We have a highlight. Sanket to Ramsey. Ramsey, where are you going to go? Tries to get a little bit of space for himself. Finds Gyökeres on the right-hand side. Get your cross in, buddy. Get your cross in. Does cross it in. Ramsey's at the back post. Oh, my word. Jacob Ramsey scored. What has happened? In the 122nd minute of the Champions League final, Jacob Ramsey may well have just won Villa the Champions League. What's just happened? What has just happened? We've won the Champions League with Aston Villa. What has gone on? What has actually gone on? I have no idea. Is Connor Goldson picking up the trophy? Is that? Please tell me that's Connor Goldson picking up the Champions League trophy. Oh my word. What has happened? Genuinely, I don't win the Champions League. This isn't a thing that happens to me, but apparently, for Aston Villa, this is something that I'm capable of doing. Just won the flipping Champions League. I don't think I've even seen the Champions League trophy in Football Manager since they've had the licenses in. That's how bad I am at winning the Champions League. And we've done it with Villa. We've done it with Villa in 3 seasons. Jacob Ramsey comes off the subs bench to score the winner in the 122nd minute. Gyökeres with the goal that kept us in the game, with the assist for the equaliser, for the winner as well. Gyökeres, he was expensive, but technically has just won us a Champions League. I've just got an achievement for winning a top continental competition, I didn't think I'd do that in November, but apparently, here we are. We've won the flipping Champions League, and it wouldn't be a post-match news without basically saying Son Heung-min's injured for 2 to 3 weeks. That's like your 9th injury of the season, mate. You've had far too many. We've won the Champions League. We won the Champions League. We've qualified for the World Club Championships, whatever that means as well. I mean, Chelsea won it last year. I'm arguably looking at those. We're probably going to win the next one then, aren't we? Who gets a medal? Any silly players getting medals? Thomas Day gets a medal. Thomas Day gets a Champions League winners medal. Samuel Bentley does as well. Aidan Borland gets a Champions League winners medal. Even Kumbulla gets one. He played once. Pearce creates history for Aston Villa. Our 2nd time winning the Champions League. I'm actually in shock. I'm actually in shock that we've managed to win the Champions League. PSG in the final. The last time they won it was like 1982 against Bayern Munich in is that final stadium? It is final stadium. This time around at the Nou Camp, we beat PSG. And because of that, it now means that England have 6 teams in the Champions League, 3 teams in the Europa League, and Everton, who finished 10th place in the table, have qualified for Europe. They finished 10th. How have we got so many teams in the Champions League? I don't understand how we've got 6 teams, but there we are. This is what I wanted to see, and I'm so happy that it happened. Sanket wins Player of the Season, Champions League Player of the Season. He also wins the Golden Boot. I assume purely because, I don't know, he played less matches? Yeah, less playing time than all 3, somehow. He's still got 9 goals from central midfield. That's ridiculous. The dream team. Perry's in there. Luke Dean. Doyle's somehow in there. The front 2 of Gyökeres and Girassi as well. Oh, it's... What? We've won everything. We've won... Best goalkeeper, Lucas Perry. Best defender goes to Callum Doyle with Luke Dean 2nd. We've then got Sanket as best midfielder, Girassi as best forward with Haaland and then Gyökeres in 3rd. What has happened? What has actually happened? Well, we're going to finish off this episode and this season and this save with the end of season review, which is going to be weird reading, isn't it? We did a lot of business. Signing of the season goes to Gyökeres for £95 million, but he did get 13 goals and 9 assists, which actually isn't... I mean, it's not amazing, but when you think he only started 25 games, that is basically a goal or an assist pretty much every game. So I'm happy with that. I'll take that. Son Heung-min somehow managed to get 26 games out of his £30 million, but he also managed to pick up... I think he got more injuries than goals. That is how his season went. He got more injuries than goals. So there is confirmation of the league table, finishing 4th place, just 2 points behind Man City, which we were 3rd up until like the last couple of kicks of the game, where City basically relegated. Was it Wolves or Brentford? It was one of those 2. FA Cup, Man City were our nightmare there. We lose to Spurs in the final of the Carabao Cup, and then we win the Champions League. I might print this out and stick it on my wall. So we've got a whole bunch of awards that have come in. Obviously, we know most of them. We've got Rooney as English Player's Young Player of the Year, which is quite good, and the rest of them are Champions League stuff. Sanket surely has to be our Fans Player of the Year, right? Diaby. It's gone to Diaby. It should be Sanket. Just put it out there. He got 13 league goals, an average rating of a 7.15 in all competitions, 23 goals and 10 assists. Sanket's ridiculous. It's also probably not how you say his name at all, but we've gone with it for about a year and a half. History in the making. There it is. The Champions League trophy with Aston Villa carved on it for a 2nd time. We set a record as well for the most goals scored in a Champions League season with 34. That's a lot of goals. 9 of them were Sanket's as well, which is mad. It's still mad. So that is going to do it then for the Aston Villa save, and we finished it off in possibly the best way we could have. With the win in the Champions League final, it would have been nice to finish 3rd in the table. It would have been nice to win the league, let's be honest. But winning the Champions League final, that's made me a happy boy. That has certainly cheered me up. If you did enjoy this season and this save, do remember to click the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And I'll be back with more Football Manager. I've got a new save planned, which is hopefully going to be starting very, very soon. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in whatever I do next.